Where are we at now? Okay, layout. Now the next thing, what has dropped the cost of publishing overall is your computer. Okay, 25 years ago or whatever, I lose track of time. I started with Linotype, okay, and that was you would type a manuscript or handwrite a manuscript. You take it over, and there's a guy, and he was banging away on this big machine that spit out lead that had type on it. He put the lines of type together, locked it up into pages, sent it over, made copy, made pictures of the copy, and it went to press. Okay, then it went to big computer. Okay, I mean, I had a CompuGraphic type go machine. It was kind of cool. It had like 25 characters were on the screen. As soon as you went to the 26, you lost number 1. Okay, you couldn't edit it anymore. It just kept spinning off, and but that was pretty cool. Okay, that was typesetting. Okay, then it got to where you could do a whole page. But it was still fairly expensive. You know, those little typeset machines I had, were still like 10 grand, 20 grand. The new computer, you got $300 sitting on your desk, and you're a typesetter now. Okay, this is good. This is why so many people can publish now, can self-publish. The whole art of laying out a book is an art. Okay, and it's an art I've become, again, much more appreciative over the years. I've got, I got a son that's in the graphic arts business, and I got another one of my business partners at the office I've known 25 years, and he's a designer type. And it never ceases to amaze me how I can take something and be very, very proud of it. I got word art now. Everybody's got word, right? It can do all kind of cool things. And I got word art, I got pictures, I got a column here and there and the other. And I look at it, I'm real proud of it. I send it over to Jonathan, the designer, or my son. Comes back about 10 minutes later, and it's like night and day. I look like amateur hour. It looks like, it looks great. It's an area where you really should spend a little bit of money. Okay, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Okay, it's not an area that you want to spend a lot of effort on your side. Okay, it's something that you feel like deep down inside you feel like you can do yourself. Well, hell, it's only Microsoft Word. I can do it. I can make a column. You only got so much energy. Okay, and you don't want to use up all your energy at this stage of the game. Okay, you're going to have to save it for this stage, especially when you can buy Energy Helper. You can buy a helper for very little money. Okay, and save your energy for the most important part, which is the end. Okay. As far as your costs, it can be per page, it can be per book, it can be, it's all. I mean, some of the things actually you're talking about, iUniverse, the pay to be published places, they do an okay job. I mean, it's not bad, but there's certain elements that go into the design of a book that if one of them is missing, title page is not there, contents is screwed up, a chapter's starting on the left instead of the right. There's things that jump out at people as being amateurish. It's okay to be self-published. You prefer not to be amateurish. Okay, so this step here, the text, and then of course the cover is an area that I would let somebody else do. Okay, you can have the idea. Shell, we got the microphone? Yeah. There we go. Now, how much do you have to spend on a cover? I get in this argument all the time with the chat, the Yahoo groups.
Well, I just want to support what you're saying, Ron. I mean, I think the single factor when I turn a book back over to a client, a done book, that makes them go, I'm an author, is that the interior and the cover are done professionally, and not by me. Let me tell you, you do not want me designing your cover for the same reason you don't want Ron designing your cover. He wants to design. Yeah, but that one of the things that you can usually tell even before you look at the imprint going to a vanity company is they do their layouts in Microsoft Word. They look like crap. You need to work with a designer who knows InDesign or one of the other real page layout programs and who knows how to, I mean, even if they do add layouts, they may not be a good book designer. There's a whole level of specialization that, believe me, by the time you learned it, it'll have moved on anyway. So just, a couple $100 you can get it done.
Quick comment, Ron, I know you guys do this, but one of the things that I've found also is there's a company called 99 Designs, and I spaced out and forgot to print it out before I left, 99designs.com. I had a guy just do a cover on there for my next book, which is the best cover that I've ever had done. Cost me $140.
Ours is $149. We call it a hybrid cover. Now, okay,
you can get it. The problem with doing it that way, as opposed to Ron, is that now you've got multiple sources that you have to deal with, which can be a pain in the neck. But the other thing is this, that one of the things I've found is that once the cover gets done, if you haven't finished the manuscript, it tends to make you want to get it done because you go, wow, look at this, it's going to oh, wait a second, but I got to finish what's inside. You know, so you get all excited because you get covered.
You know, people worry about, oh, well, you know, these hybrid or these old templates, you know, that, oh, there's, you know, I don't want to use the same cover as somebody else. Don't flatter yourself. You know, I mean, you can sell your book and sell 50,000 copies, and you'd be very successful. The odds of that other cover using the same design ever being in the same room with your cover are like next to none. Yes. You know, so don't be bashful. Don't be afraid. You know, you can you know, of using a cover, a templated design. Yes, ma'am?
She has a question for me. Let's talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
For me, we'll do offline. But Ron, he's got limited time.
Just clarify this.
99 designs.
Number 99?
Yes, the number 99. 99.
And my guess is they've got 99 covers to choose from, and you put your picture here, or you put, they got more than 99. They started with 99.
It's eBay for designers. You bid on a person's design, and in fact, I had 36 people give me design ideas, and I got to select out of 36 people which one I liked. Other people got paid 0.
Cool idea. Yeah, we actually got our logo that way, through like logos.com or whatever. It was the same sort of thing. So again, you don't have to I mean, most of these things you have to pay. You know, if you're completely broke, probably not the best thing to be self-publishing. It's okay, though, to have a little bit of money and do it hand to mouth, a little at a time. I mean, you know, you can do that. You know, the $1,500 cover designer, of which there are many, God bless them. Okay, you don't need that for the most part. I mean, you just don't. I mean, can you tell the difference between the $1,500 design and even the $250 design? Sometimes, usually not. I mean, it's not going to be, yeah, okay, cover sells the book. You can judge a book by its cover. Absolutely, yes, you can. But most of your books aren't going to be in a bookstore where they're only sitting there with the cover looking at anyhow. Okay, I mean, that's another, you know, some of them will be there, but most of them are going to be me to you. Okay, and at that point, you're not going to say, oh, yeah, look at that cover. Is that a template? You know, it's just not, it's not going to happen. Where you at? Print your book. Okay, this seems pretty simple. Okay, but you need books. This is my theory. Okay, we've gone to the, you know, low inventory. Print on demand. Anybody heard of print on demand before? There we go. Print on demand. Print on demand has been around since Gutenberg. Okay, the customer demands, the printer prints. Period. Okay, what's gotten better is the delivery time. Okay, the print on demand right now has been kind of hijacked into a form of publishing. It's not really. It's a printing form. Okay, you've got basically two different types of printers. You've got digital and offset. Okay, a digital press is just like your printer, that, you know, your desktop printer, only a little more sophisticated. Okay, the digital printer, it doesn't matter whether it's printing 100 books of the same title or one each of 100 different titles. It's pretty neat. The good thing about digital printing is it's got a fairly low initial cost. Okay, so for low quantities, digital is the way to go. Okay, with offset printing, which is the traditional way of printing where you hang plates on a press and, you know, you get everything in register and you run sheets or run forms, the first copy is very expensive. Okay, that's the setup. That's where all your setup costs are. And then they get real cheap after that.